Day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lance. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Texans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Steps away to his left. Room to run past midfield.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's
on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They're going to look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get this. Stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Lance now on first down.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Wide open receiver, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Lance now on first down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Looking to throw. Out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
Zero.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Here's Lance to throw it.
This one caught by Kittle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
45. Mike, 45. Here we go.
not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he'll go down at the 28. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll indeed take a knee. But Charles, it's one thing to win